Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah and my channel and my work is all about helping you reclaim your identity and your style. Today's video is all about these frames which pretty much divided the internet. That's maybe a little bit of an overstatement. You may have seen the reels that I did where I said, are bright colours better than muted colours? Are light colours better than dark colours? And some of you were quite divided on which way we should go. So I'm here to clear that up for you today. So I'm going to give you all the answers and explain why they work and why they don't work. Before we get into that, as this video goes live, you have only days left to join my best-selling online course, Streamline Your Style. It is designed for those of you who have lots of clothes and nothing to wear and you are still shopping and not getting it right. This course begins on August 25th. It runs for 6 weeks. There's pre-recorded videos, there's workbooks, there's challenges, there's a great community that we've built. I go live with you once a week, and if you cannot make the live, it's recorded and made available to you. You also have access for life. I have people who have done this course maybe 3 times already because there's so much in it, and you can apply this knowledge to autumn, winter, spring, summer. As the seasons change, you will gain something new every time. This course will change the way you see yourself, the way you see your style, the way you shop, and you will no longer be wasting money and time on items that just don't work for you. The special offer ends soon and we begin on Monday, 25th of August. I'm going to leave the link below. Now let's get into today's video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through all the options in terms of warm, cool, bright, muted, light, dark. You can take a guess, put your guess in the comments below, and then I'm going to give you the reasons why I've gone with the ones I've gone with. Now, if I'm doing a color consultation with somebody online or in person, if you haven't got yours done yet, absolutely get in touch. It will change the way you see your style. It will make everything so much easier. So if I'm working with someone online or in person, they don't have any makeup on. Now I have minimal makeup on today. It's really not going to affect the way you see things. So let's go through our first set. We're going to do a temperature test. So let's do that. First of all, we're going to have a look at our warm colors. Now let me get this frame right so the light is not reflecting on it. Okay, warm colors, mostly yellow-based colors. They belong to spring or autumn. Take a good look at those before we move on to cool colors, our blue-based colors. Okay, so there's cool, and then there's the warm. Let me know in the comments below. Cool, warm. All right, before I give you any answers, I'm going to go through the other ones and then we'll return back. I'm going to give you the answers, so take note. Next up, we're going to do the value test. So that's if light colors or dark colors suit me better. Now, this is the one that really divided you, by the way. So let's get into that. So here's our dark colors. Now, keep in mind, there's a variety of dark colors. This is all a spectrum. So some colors are going to be darker than others. But generally speaking, these will be found in our darker categories of winter or autumn. Let's take a look at light colors. My hair out of the way. Okay, light colors. And you're just thinking, which makes me the focus, which brings out the best in me? Is it dark colors or is it light colors? People seem to be more divided over this. All right, I'm going to give you the answer in a little bit. Another one that you were all really divided over was whether bright colors or muted colors suited me better. So let's have a look first at our bright colors. Bright colors. When I do this with my frames, my sister always says to me that I look like, the Teletubbies. If anybody ever saw the Teletubbies and there was a baby with the face in the sun, that's what she thinks I look like when I do this. Anyway, that's our bright colors, and we have our muted colors. Okay, our bright colors, muted colors. So that's our intensity test or our chroma test. So now you've seen the 3 qualities of color, and maybe you've noticed that some of these were easier to answer than others. That's when you know there's a dominant characteristic. So let's go back through them again. Okay, back to our temperature test where we looked at cool versus warm. Maybe you found that this was easier to answer. And I think, if you know me and know my channel, you'll know already what we're looking for. But if you're fresh to this, maybe you're not sure, or maybe indeed it was obvious to you. So when I use the warmer colors, my skin takes on a sallowness. Don't confuse this with a tan. Lots of people think, oh yeah, this works because it looks like you have a tan. It's not making me look healthy and golden. It's making me look sallow and sickly. Whereas the cooler colors clears my skin, reduces that yellowness in my skin, and overall makes my skin look much healthier and brighter, more even. So you may have found that the temperature test was an easy one to answer because a dominant characteristic for me is cool. There has to be coolness in my colors for me to look my best. Okay, so well done if you got that right. It also explains why maybe a lot of you were kind of divided over the next two qualities of value and chroma. Going back to light and dark. So here's our darker colors and here's our lighter colors. Now, I think maybe the majority of the comments on this were for the darker colors, but a lot of you also said the light colors work. And to be honest, I can dip in between both with a slight preference for dark because value is not a dominant characteristic for me. I'm kind of in the middle. I can lean into darker colors, which do suit me a little bit better. But it does explain why some of you said, you know what, I don't think the light colors are too bad on you. You're right, some icy colors do work for me. They probably work best when I have a little bit of a tan in the summer, but a slightly darker color will work a little bit better for me. Now, not all of these will work for me because there's some warmth in some of these colors, but we're talking about the value here, and a little bit of depth does tend to work better for me than the light colors. Now let's talk about intensity or chroma. Now again, a lot of you were divided over this between the brighter colors and the muted colors. Some of you even said that, you know what, I like both of them in a way. And that is because, again, chroma or intensity is not a dominant characteristic for me. I'm kind of in the middle of the two of these with a slight preference towards stronger, clearer colors. However, if I was to describe my intensity, I would say I have a mid-range of intensity, neither overly bright nor overly soft. However, I do lean slightly, just like the value we talked about, slightly leaning into darker, slightly leaning into the clearer colors works for me better. So hopefully that tells you why people were kind of divided over whether bright or soft or light or dark were better for me. It's because actually I sit kind of in the middle of those qualities with a slight preference towards brighter and darker colors. But the main thing for me is that I need cool colors. If I get that right, I am most of the way there in getting my colors right. If you would like to get clear on what colors work for you, what you should avoid, how to choose prints and patterns that work for you as well, how to know if makeup works for you, get in touch with me for an online or in-person colour consultation. I work with people all over the world. I also have other colour consultants coming to me looking for guidance. If that's you, get in touch because I've created a course for other colour consultants who are not feeling confident in their skills or abilities. So get in touch with me if you are interested in your own colour consultation. Book a clarity call first. So I'm going to leave the link for a clarity call down below. That's an opportunity for us to have a conversation with no obligation about arranging a call for you, what's involved, what you get out of it. All of those questions will be answered in a clarity call, which is absolutely free. I'm going to leave a list of my courses, my membership for the Identity Atelier down below, and how you can work with me one-to-one, booking a clarity call. All of that is down below. So I hope that cleared things up for you today and you are no longer frustrated thinking, well, which one is it? There's your answers. I hope you enjoyed the video today, learned something new, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you again next week with another video. Take care. Bye-bye.